So this is part two. My phone actually was too full, so it stopped me. So as I was saying, I was thinking I was on the tomatoes. I got Italian pear and Roma. They're a bush tomato, and I had a few problems growing in here before. One time they grew great, and I think the soil just was garbage, so I dug it all out and replaced it. Oh, and this is okay, so this is the new shade garden I'm trying. I just slapped it in. And I planted a bunch of forget-me-nots there so it looks pretty and they do good in the shade. And I also planted some Swiss chard, and apparently that's okay with a bit of shade. And then I got fava beans. Actually, and in between I got just normal pole beans. So that, we'll see how they take. And over here, this is a peppercorn I showed you there in another video. There's like 60 peppers here. A lot of them are small, a smaller kind, you know. Like I don't giant bell peppers or something, right? I don't cram those because that's impossible. But the bananas actually I got 5 in those big black ones. And in these smaller ones I got like cayennes or Apaches. Apaches are a smaller pepper, so you could probably, you can get away with that. So that's that. And then over here, this is the front garden. I got a whole whack load of pole beans, and another thing, something's been eating the leaves. So I got pole beans there, and over here, this is something else I'm excited about, is let's see if you can see them, the fava beans. I just had a bag, I came across a bag of these giant beans, and I wanted to see if they grow, and then I did a bit of Googling, right? And they're pretty interesting. They found those things in the tombs of the pharaohs. I couldn't believe it. So that's how revered these things were. You can eat the leaves and the beans. So here's another, obviously these pots here. These are all peppers. Apache, I got mini bell peppers. Um, I think a few, I can't even remember now. Yeah. Over here, you can probably barely see them, but I planted some onions. I started them from seed, and I put them out a little early. I know they're kind of small, but they're actually starting to take, so that's a good thing. And then over here, I got, here's this view. Um, these are beets. So I wanted to try them in this sunny spot, and they're already sprouting. They're doing pretty good. So they're taking. And then I got another interesting thing here is I got leeks. And they sprouted really fast, and they're a lot like onions, but I've never grown them before, and I'm thinking they're going to do really well. They just need a couple of weeks of to really root up and start growing. So that's the garden walkthrough for the summer. And I actually did a count last night. Last night I was at 510 peppers planted. And then today I just planted another 20 banana peppers because, I don't want to get rid of them. So here's a view from here. I mean, it's interesting though. Another thought, if you're in a warm climate and you're having a problem with too much heat, white buckets might be the answer, because there's a difference between how much heat a white bucket and a black bucket will absorb. And either way, the buckets are going to be better for peppers for me anyways. But might something to think about. So there you go. And I'm planning on a tea garden, so I started some chamomile and some lavender. They haven't sprouted yet, so I'm going to have to find a little place to put those. But that's my update for now. And we'll see how it goes in a few more weeks and when everything starts to really take off. Okay, have a nice day.